This is our cell. This is our zinc. That's the hot water, cold water. This is our toilet. Flush the toilet. Usually keep the toilet covered because there's no toilet cover. Just to keep germs and stuff down, we keep it covered. This is our cabinet. You're allowed up to $70 worth of food. It's my celly bunk up here. His cabinet.
As far as living together, we two clean guys, so I can deal with him then so him. If one's filthy, one's clean, it's really not gonna work out for each other. So I'd rather stay with somebody that's constantly clean, but you don't necessarily need a rug or anything, but keep your cell clean, keep your living quarters, because it's a pretty tight space. It's not too much room. Hair everywhere and he don't have hair, I have hair.
It's like something you have to deal with because you don't have a choice, and even like when we use the bathroom, if he's laying in bed sleeping or he ain't here, we usually take a sheet and run it from this line over to the bed. So this would be sectioned off to use the bathroom while he's up here or sitting down here watching TV. Like if you've been in jail a long time, they say, oh, you're a neat freak. You always cleaning and wiping stuff down. But you get like that because you know the germs that happen. There's two men, your bed is here, your food is here, and your bathroom is here. So you gotta be clean. That's pretty much our cell.
Really, my start into corrections was, technically my start was when I was a kid. My dad was a correctional officer for 20 years before he retired. So he was a correctional officer pretty much all the way up until I was about 14, 15. So that's how I first found out about it. I was doing accounting before this. I did tax accounting for about 3 years, 3.5 years. 2.5 years in, talking to my dad one day, and he told me to apply for it.
Morning.
So I went and applied for it, and went down there, interviewed, and did the background check, and it went right through. And I got hired at SCI Chester.
One down.
How y'all doing, fellas?
All right.
Everything look good.
Everything going along good.
This will be the new little Scandinavian block. And we've done a lot of changes around here, a lot of big changes to get where we at. And right now, I believe it looks pretty good.
A lot of construction going on. We started out with the tiles, took them out, revamped all that stuff, put new tracks up, new diffusers for the ducts, for the exhaust system and the intakes. Pretty much redid all the sinks. Trying to get it as close as we can to mirror image as the guards were letting us know, giving us information as they traveled to Scandinavia to see how everything was ran over there. And so we're going to try to pretty much mimic how the systems ran over there.
I've got the plans from the Scandinavian crew that went over, and they came to me, and this is what they said to me. We want to do this, and I said, man, y'all must be out of your mind. I said, but let me talk to my guys and see what we can do, and we'll make it happen.
The buzz is real right now. Like, everybody wants to come. You hear them say, Miss K, like, what I gotta do? So the buzz is real right now. The inmates are really excited. They want to know how they can get over here. They're excited to be a part of something that's new, that's fresh. So yeah, the buzz is really real at this point.
It's been hush-hush. Everything's been real quiet. Just hearing rumors of what might happen. A lot of things are not really explained yet. I know there's been a lot of work going on the other side, and guys are excited about the program starting, but nobody knows until it's done.
Well, little refrigerators in your cell, I heard that rumor, and they're going to make some type of makeshift kitchens in one of these side rooms, with cookers and whatnot. And you hear all kinds of rumors, but I don't believe anything I hear. You know what I mean? Because I've got time in, and I know better than to believe anything anybody says. I don't believe. Let me see it. That's how I am. Seeing is believing.
I heard that it's more of a rehabilitation thing, like, try to teach us certain things. Like they say it's going to be a stove. That was one of the rumors. There's going to be a stove. I never cooked on a stove. I've been in jail since 16. I don't even know how to cook. I'm used to, soups, You
have to have humane jails if you want to produce people who can go home and lead productive lives. I think when you have an opportunity not to worry about all the stuff that's coming at you, you can work on yourself.
I think it's getting its adolescent legs. So in the beginning, it had its little baby legs, and we're just kind of wondering, like, what do we do next? But by the changing of the housing unit, by ordering the furniture, the changing of the policies, changing of the uniforms, all those things are taking place. And the Nordic 9, as we like to call them, they're dying to open up the unit. They want to open up the unit yesterday.
So, Ms. Battle, how, in your discussions, have you talked about adapting the rules that currently exist for Chester overall to fit kind of this new approach?
Basically, we're not supposed to interact with them as far as touching, hugging, fist bumping. Our team, we came up with, we revised all of that, okay? We're gonna be able to sit down, have a meal with them, fist bump, the casual fist bump, even sit down and play games, watch TV, interaction.
Okay.
More interaction.
Okay. A lot of the reforms that will be made here are focused on changing the culture and the climate inside of this unit. So that phase of the research will focus on trying to measure what those differences look like. And in the long run, how does this change people's lives? What does it look like when these men return to their communities eventually? Does being a member of the Little Scandinavia community encourage people to stay out of trouble, to desist from crime in a way that they might not have otherwise? And we'll continue to measure that over time to try and understand what this kind of a space means, not only for the people who live here, but for the people who work here as well.
We're gonna be using those for the TV area and stuff like that? Okay. A lot of things I've been trying to convince other people here, the naysayers, the people against the project, is how I'm trying to convince them to come to this side and see, it ain't all that bad, is I'm trying to lay out all the benefits for them as well. Because a lot of things, the people think that we're catering the inmate again, we're inmate lovers, there's someone that, murdered, raped, killed, whatever it is, they're criminals. Why are we giving them all this stuff? And yeah, we give them stuff for all these other reasons, humane reasons. It helps them better develop into a better citizen. Other than all that stuff, it's stuff here that are gonna help the staff members with their stress levels. That piece of staff wellness, staff training, staff stress levels being so low. Like, I really, really want that here for everyone else here. And then that being applied, not just here, but across the state.
Sure, so Cece, how do you think that this new approach to fraternization or interaction could change the culture of the unit?
It keeps it more homey, more normal. There are certain things that they can't do and say to staff now, but it's not normal. It's not normal casual interaction. It's like you have to be very careful about what you say to an officer right now. Currently, an inmate can get reprimanded for just telling staff, I like that sweater. That's something that you can normally do in the streets, out of prison. They're humans just like us. They've done something that is egregious enough to bring them here, but they won't be here forever. We're not the punishment was coming here. We don't further punish them here.
Okay. So the next thing on our to-do list for today is to talk about the green space. So any aspect of that you think you can bring to Chester?
Well, a garden.
Okay.
I mean, we can't have 4 greenhouses, but we could probably have enough space to put it in an area where they can start growing some stuff.
Okay.
So I think that'd be good for them.
So what we'll discuss is have a barbecue over there in the corner, barbecue area. This area right here, we're gonna have like a little small seating area as well over here.
So this will be like their little park, a sense of home outside of being inside. Just being in a park, just being able to come out here and just relax, feel fresh air, feel the breeze, or get a little sun, even sunbathing. What's stopping them from putting a blanket on the ground and maybe taking in a little sun?
So could you envision eating out here with the inmates from the block?
On a nice day, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
On a nice day.
The idea of, instead of seeing us as cops, just, you know, someone that's there to help, you know what I mean? We're sitting here eating food with you. We're the same as you. You know what I mean? I think just that simple fact right there is just enough.
And less
you know what I mean?
stress as well.
We're no different. We're not special. So I think that's good enough. And then with the barbecue, man, I'm looking forward to some barbecue. I'll tell you what, some of the stuff we get fed and we come out and have some ribs or something. See you, honey, I'm gonna go have a terrible day at work.
Go with them.
You know, the United States is known for one thing, is that's doing stuff better, and we're gonna do it better. They're gonna be number 2 soon. A few years, 5, 10 years, but soon. But that's it.
See, I love this.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep our current beds, but they are gonna paint them black, so that don't match the look that we're going for. Chairs.
I think for the staff, it's exceptionally important that they benefit from being over here. These are not going to be a fix?
No, they won't be a fix. For the first time, they'll be allowed to move their chair anywhere they want in their cell, in their living space, like you normally do at home.
And that
Citron.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And we'll have a mural here. We're gonna add some murals to the unit and something based on our experience in Norway. Those are some more of the sound panels that we're gonna utilize as well. We're gonna have a game table with the pool table, table tennis, and air hockey. And these are the sound dampeners, I think they call them. It's normal.
I'm supporting you. I think it's really progressive for us.
Yes, definitely.
My hope is, or my belief is, that the staff, their level of stress, their enjoyment in work, their use of sick leave will diminish. And this will be the new standard. But not everybody's going to be on board. That's just the reality of the criminal justice field.
This room, we'll be adding 4 stoves, 3 refrigerators. You know you're gonna always have skepticism. And an ice machine. A lot of your COs don't think this gonna work. Even probably some of my guys, but never said nothing to me. New countertops. Me personally, I believe it can work. So we're gonna make it work. And then we're gonna make the other people look like fools. So.
Once we get everything here, how quickly can we let people move in?
Matter of install, that's all. Shouldn't take no more than
2 weeks?
Yeah, no more than 2 weeks.
It's been difficult. Structurally, There's a lot of bureaucratic kind of red tape that you have to struggle with. And those things, though I have experienced them previously, not in this magnitude. You know, at times, folks are so negatively skeptical of change that they will obliterate a concept without asking a question. Nope, not gonna work.
But just make this one a handicap shower.
No.
There is skepticism because we know how a lot of these younger guys are acting now. It has nothing to do with the older gentlemen that have been in jail for so long. It's more the younger generation, the lack of respect and the way they treat their peers is what the problem is. So it's not really the block itself or the system that's trying to be put in place. It's more we see the younger generation not appreciating what's about to happen. So that's the way we look at it. It's not like we don't want it to work, because we do want it to work, but we just know how the younger generation is right now, how they don't appreciate things. So that's the only issue with a lot of us officers have. So it's more we're on our toes waiting for something to happen, because that's just the way we were built, mindset, like, okay, we're in jail, this is the way jail works, there's always something gonna happen. Somebody's gonna mess it up, but that's just our way of thinking. Which is not a good thing, but it's reality. You know, that's all it is.
If you talking about grab it from the bottom,
Grab it from the bottom. Why you got it from the
it's gonna
strap?
slip out my hand.
Co-workers, fellow staff members were in their ear, in their face. Are you kidding me? I've heard the stories. That can never work here. You're being sold on an idea that's just not going to occur here. It's just not. It's not going to work. And then, aside from that, there was the concern of social media. Once things began to get posted on social media, so we corral the group and say, listen, don't read this stuff, you know. There are going to be folks outside who both have worked in corrections, years ago retired, of the old way, believed in the old way, the old system, so to speak, and just folks who've never experienced corrections. They're going to be opposed to an idea such as this, and they really don't know what's happening.
And so you get this whispers, these negative kind of undertows of, it's never gonna work. I don't know why they're doing it. It's bad for the inmates. It doesn't punish them. They're never gonna wanna leave.
Might have to go with one cut and knock it off.
I wouldn't say that it's turning too nice, because at the end of the day, it's nothing nice about being away from your family, being away from your loved ones. I don't care how much time it is, if it's 2 weeks, if it's 30 days, or it's 30 years. It hurts. So I don't think nothing would be too nice because, oh, they're getting the TV, or oh, they're getting luxury couches, or oh, they get to cook their own food. You're still away from your family. Your loved ones, your kids, your mothers, your fathers. There's guys that come to jail that had a whole family, but by the time they get back out, all their family is deceased. They done lost that, and they couldn't even be there for the funerals. So jail can never be too nice. Jail is jail.
I think, especially working in corrections, it's such a stressful environment, and there's so much stuff that goes through your head on a daily basis that it's important that when you're not at work, you find a way to kind of disconnect from that. We have like a saying in corrections that, you leave all your problems at the gate, and that's coming in. You leave all your personal problems at home while you're at work, so you don't let that reflect your work, and you also don't bring work home with you and allow the stress and everything that you go through at work, the anxiety and the tension, you don't bring that home to your family. So one of the ways that I'd like to kind of disconnect myself from work is coming out in nature, hiking, fishing, obviously. It's just a way I get out here, you hear the sounds of nature, you hear the bugs and the birds and the frogs and everything, and it's just kind of like this tranquil peace that I can lose myself in the environment and not have to worry about all the things that stress me out while I'm at work. And I think having that separation is really important so that you can maintain your mental health. Dealing with all the stress at work and everything, you don't want to have to deal with stress while you're outside of work as well. And I think finding a hobby or something that brings you happiness and brings you some peace is really important.
This is the new unit. This is our concept of what we saw when we went to Norway. You see the colors are changed from different blocks, a more calming tone. We were going for a more homey feel. So at home you have plants. We have planter boxes, plants will go in there. Fish tank, for peace and quiet. You can relax in this area, read books in that area. That's what we were going for. It turned out like we envisioned. We wanted softer, calming colors. We wanted something that wouldn't have you excited, like a red. We wanted something more mellow. So the colors turned out just as we had planned. They made everything come together. The furniture brought everything together. So though it's not like it was in Norway, those Norwegian prisons, we are pleasantly surprised by how everything turned out. We are pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's really nice, really clean, really clean.
Really clean?
Yeah.
Before, two-man cell, now everyone has a single. No more two-man cell. Because again, all you lose is your freedom. You don't lose your dignity. You don't lose anything. How can you be in a cell with another grown man and have to use the bathroom? That takes away something from you, you know, as a grown individual. So these are the units that we will prepare meals on. Sometimes you, sometimes the inmate, but they will prepare meals to eat with you guys. We'll have an island here, it's not here yet. Microwaves will go across that unit, that side there, 3 or 4 microwaves. We will prepare meals and we will eat with our guys. That is what you do at home. You prepare meals for your family and you eat with your family. And that's
giving them more responsibility, teaching them how to be. Over here is more humane than what they've been used to in the jail. Yeah. So in the jail, they're getting these jobs and they work all day but then they have to come back to the block and they come back to regular problems. That does set you back every day. So you feel like you're taking steps forward to get steps back every day. Over here, you get your steps forward and you get to keep that progress. You don't have to lose it when you come back to the block. Yeah. So I think that's amazing idea, truly.
Yeah, and at the same time, they'll have more liberty and more stuff available for them. They'll have more responsibilities too. And that's the word out there. That's how it is, you know. And that's a good start for them. Yeah.
Water comes out, then you got a lot of the individuals I've talked to, there's a lot of positivity. I think the negativity is coming from people that want to know more and just want to have something to say. You know, just thinking that it won't work because they've been in corrections for a long time, and it totally goes against the grain of what you're taught about corrections.
I'm not surprised. People are afraid of change. They have issue with the way things are and, you know, status quo, and maybe people have ideas about what they would like to do. Very few have the energy or the tenacity to get it done.
I proposed purple, of course, because that's my favorite color. But it was on several different reasons why I proposed it. I proposed it because I felt like if you do the research on the color, they speak about colors changing your attitude, colors changing your mindset, colors being more serene, colors being more tranquil, encouraging, engaging. So when you look at the spectrum of purple and what it represents, royalty, loyalty, perspective, new beginnings, I just felt like it was something that the project should have been able to embrace. But the other members of the squad didn't feel the same. So nothing on the unit is going to be purple. So they're lost.
This is a great move. Great move. Great move. Then they got the front room, all navy blue TVs. This is ridiculous.
It's
Moon,
buried.
Cards.
Yeah. It's
Can't
buried
beat
in
it.
my house.
Can't beat it. Yeah, you feel this?
Yeah. It's
Give
really
it some
nice.
time. It's stiff now. It'll sink a little bit more comfortable. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Can't beat it, man.
Nå som avdelingen skal åpnes, så kommer først 6 menn som er dømt til livstid i fengsel, til å flytte inn på avdelingen i en kortere pilotperiode. Da skal de jobbe sammen med betjentene, teste ut ting i praksis, se hva som fungerer og ikke fungerer, og gjøre endringer før resten av mennene flytter inn på et senere tidspunkt.
We have a few guys that actually worked on the unit that feels like they worked their way to having a spot over here. And I think some of them are going to be really, really disappointed when they don't make it because they all can't make it. So I feel like some of them will be really disappointed.
Okay. So we ready for this?
Yeah. Hey, fellas.
How you doing? How you doing?
Joseph, can you sit here? Can you sit here?
How you doing?
Hello.
Can you sit there, babe? So, you know, it's been an arduous, a tough process. And, but I just couldn't be any more proud to see you guys from CA.
Thank you.
We used a lottery process to ensure that everybody had an equal chance of being selected for the unit and to take control of that process away from the people who know these men and make sure that it was fair and equitable.
I'm happy for everybody. I was overjoyed when I saw the list. I know some people didn't expect this. You know, everybody had their bets, but like Lama said, you guys are the foundation of something new to come. The new corrections, you guys are the foundation. You'll teach the young bucks. You'll teach them. You'll be fathers and uncles and brothers to those guys who come over to the unit. You know, on how to go out there and live and be good neighbors.
It's going to mean a big change in my life. You know, I've been incarcerated for 29 years, and things are going to change from how I've been living for the past 29 years to a new way of living. And I'm excited. I hope it's a step toward re-entering society.
It's a great honor to be a part of it. You know, I have a life sentence, and to be able to enjoy some extra things outside of the norm within the DOC is a great thing for me. I'm open for new ideas and open to try new things, and hopefully I can be some help for the young men that's going to be coming over to the program.
Hey, you want CC, kind of...
Everybody, can you meet us over here in this area, please?
Gentlemen.
Sorry to disturb you, Mr. Griggs, sorry.
Hey, kids, just, you know, real quick. We're having this conversation with you because if we did not meet with you over there, then by, you know, just by how it is, you were not chosen. I say that to say that, you know, there is a possibility of having other opportunities It was
In May of this year, about 2 months from now, we'll do another lottery in conjunction with the Department of Corrections, where the other men who will fill the remainder of these cells from throughout the facility will be selected, and then they will move on at that time.
Everybody okay? Everybody happy for the men?
We didn't get selected. A little disappointment, but at the same time, I'm glad for the guys who did get selected, and I think it could be transformative to this system, which we hope and pray.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we think this system has a lot of room to get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I agree with him. I think that the program is a wonderful program. I think having a block like that and bringing the guys over, like starting it off. But the guys y'all got to start it off with, good group of guys.
Hey, Miss Danford.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Wow. Look at this. Hey.
Big smile.
Yes. Jeez. Prison has really changed.
All right, guys, so obviously first order of business, welcome. Congratulations for being chosen. I'm excited to work with all you guys. So first things first, you're moving over here. We're gonna have to figure out where you're gonna live, right? So for today, we're gonna figure out where you guys are going, settle in, get comfortable.
Thank you.
Yep.
So just to give you a heads up, to mimic something that they did there that we thought was delightful, they gave out wake-up calls. So we're incorporating that here. So don't think it's weird for your contact officer to knock on your door in the morning and say, good morning. It's that time, good morning. Okay?
Instead of kicking your door.
Instead of, get up, count time.
Well,
you know what I mean?
One thing I can say about Tom is he real laid back with that. So I'm looking forward.
I know you guys are used to my morning count call.
Yeah.
The other day was probably the last time you heard my morning count call.
So it'll be more relaxed and, just a greeting, a morning greeting. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Never in a million years would I thought this is how prison could look. So it's a little overwhelming. It hasn't even all sunk in yet, But they did a fantastic job over here.
Okay. Yes. The new DOC. It's gonna be a hell of an experience, man. It's gonna be a hell of an experience. We're gonna make it work. Appreciate you, man.
Always, man.
Appreciate you.
The next probably couple months as we get adjusted to this is going to be a little bit of a trial and error period where we can work out the systems that we wanted to put in place, get feedback from these guys, and work together with setting this up the way that we want it to be set up for when we run it full steam.
Give me top 3 emotions.
Excited, grateful, and overwhelmed.
Nice.
You like it?
Yeah, love it. Love it.
We tried. We really,
Above and beyond.
I'm so happy.
It's the 31 years of incarceration and seeing the evolution, seeing things change and evolve.
For the better.
Yes, and that's
I
deep.
hope.
That's deep.
We've been in jail forever. This isn't,
Ever?
ever.
Let me see.
Thank you so much.
You don't have to thank me. You never have to thank me.
Well, you're a part of this. You're the catalyst.
Scandinavia won't be happening
If it wasn't for you.
No. Scandinavia wouldn't be happening if it weren't for you. So.
And when you think of water and fish and this area, it just reminded me of a peaceful area where you could come and maybe sit and read a book or go through your tablet and read your email or letters sent from family. And so that's what this area reminded me of, and we wanted a fish tank.
And the bubbles and and just watching the fish. Listen, studies show it's great.
Yeah, so obviously this is a little work in progress right now, to a degree, but hopefully in no time at all we'll have you guys in here cooking up your own meals.
Man, this is fantastic. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, Tom. It's just dramatic change.
A little bit different from what we're used to. So this really reflects, again, that home feel. This feels like a kitchen that you'd have at home.
It does. It does.
So
And see, I've never seen one of these. Boy, oh boy. Is it okay to open it up?
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, you know, if you go to any jail in the state of Pennsylvania, you're not gonna see anything like that. That's state of the art. They don't even have that down in the jail's kitchen that cooks the food, you know. So this is great. I'm proud to be a part of this experience, you know. Proud to be a part of it. Proud.
So we want to bless this food, bless this occasion. Everybody may not believe in God, but I'm sure you have a higher power. So we're gonna ask, bless the food, bless this occasion.
Lord, we thank you for this opportunity to come together. Lord, we thank you for the food that's been provided for us. And we ask that you will bless it, dear God, and may we all be ever mindful of the needs of others, Lord. And we thank you for what you're doing, what you've done, and what you're going to do through this program. Amen.
Amen. It's the first time I shared the meal with an inmate.
Yeah. And how many of you guys have shared meals with staff? Okay. No one, right? Wow. In Norway, the prison I worked at was called Ila, and that was the first time I had the opportunity to eat with people who were staying there. So I left there completely blown away because doing anything like that here, I would have been fired.
Right.
So,
Right away.
When you went out there.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of funny because I had fish then too.
I think it'll take a while, even maybe with some of you, to really embrace that and understand that it's not like on any other unit. We have a report, but now we can actually interact like normal humans do. You know what I mean? Without crossing any lines, but to treat each other the way we would outside on the street. So I think that's good.
I'm so glad
Excellent.
you said that, because now if I open this store,
Yeah, it just goes to show something that we put such red tape around and made such a taboo thing, and it's not a criminal act. Like, this is good. Sharing a meal, it's nothing criminal about that. So I'm really pleased to be here with you guys. I really am. It's a great thing.
Definitely is.
Hey, Richie, good morning, man. How you doing? Of all the stuff that we experienced over there, I think, especially at the officer level, the thing that stood out the most to us was that interaction and that engagement. I think that's the foundation for the success over there. It's where you get your dynamic security, developing your rapport, the changes in the job function of an officer. So when we came back, that was the first thing we did in our meeting, where it was, all right, what changes do we need to make? Let's do it. First thing we did was bring up the fraternization policy and work that around to reflect what we saw over there. Hey, Amir, good morning. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Doing all right?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'll stop by, see you in a minute.
All right.
All this interaction isn't just superficial. It's there to create these connections, but then so that you're able to work with these guys to make them more productive when they get on the streets. And that was something that stood out to me from when we were at Cruz and we talked to one of the officers there, and she said, what was a good day for you guys? What is a good day going to jail? And all of our answers were make it home safe. You know, we come in and you make it home to your family. And her response was, that's it. And she said, a good day for me is being able to change somebody's life. And at that moment is when I realized that I've been doing this job for 6 years, and I never realized that I had the opportunity, I had the ability to change somebody's life for the positive like that.
It's quiet, slept good, was tired. Yesterday was an emotional day, a lot of emotions, being selected and leaving some friends on the other side that maybe deserved a chance too. But everybody couldn't be selected, and I hope the ones that were, I hope I and the rest of the men represented well.
All right, guys, so obviously, like I said yesterday, this is gonna be a little bit of a work in progress while we're over here. That's why I appreciate you guys being here to work through this with us as we prepare to get the block fully running before everybody else moves over. So this morning, I wanna have all of us get together and go over the orientation packet so you guys can get familiar with how we plan on having the block run. Really looking forward to having a real opportunity to try to make somebody's life better, try to have an impact on them, because I didn't think I had that power before. And recognizing that we have that power as corrections officers, I think is really important.
Well, like one of the suggestions that I had was, like when we get a group of guys, when they come on the block, we sit them down and talk to them.
Yeah.
If say 10 of them come on the block, we take 10 of them and we sit them down and talk to them, and then let them know that, you know, all of us are here for you if you need us, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's why we're excited to work with you guys, because we know that you guys have that mentality. You have the right, you're in the right place to work with us the same way that we're going to be working. So we're looking forward to that. And, you know, guys come over that are new and they think they're going to act a certain way, and you got to pull them up. And sometimes coming from me, it's different than coming from you guys. And that's what we're looking for with stuff like that too, is that informal, you know, this is your house, this is your community now, and we're gonna make sure that everything's the way it needs to be. And
everything looks good. It looks good. It's gonna be challenging. I mean, it's easy for us, the 6 of us who are a little bit more subdued and laid back guys, because we've been in jail for so long. But I would like to see how things work with the young guys that's coming down. You know, more so about the guys cleaning up behind themselves and, you know, cell contents and you know, following the rules. But everything looks good. Everything looks good. Big change from, you know, the norm, what I'm used to.
The whole normality principle from over there is that life in here, outside of the fact that you can't leave, should be closely reflected to being home. So my thing is, like, in a way, it's like we have to treat this like a community on the streets. Like, that's your house, that's where you live and everything, and these are the streets out here, this is the neighborhood, and we gotta hold each other accountable for that. And that's gonna be officer to officer, inmate to inmate, and officer to inmate. It's gonna be back and forth, it's gonna be all around that we're all gonna be a community and try to uphold the standards that we set for ourselves. So that's gonna be a big part of where you guys come in with that. And like I said, seeing the guys that are sitting around right here right now, I'm feeling good about it.
Some of the ideas we're thinking about, eliminating the noise in the phone area. You know, you're talking to your family, loved ones, you want to have some quiet so you can hear and they can hear you. So we think about putting a foosball over there, just see for how it sounds later, and then move some of the seating, more of a waiting area for the phone area. And then the kitchen is the seating for the dining table is kind of tight. So we could put that over there where them chairs are, and you can eat by the fish tank.
It's been a heck of a day. You know, to see that somebody's life will change, and you're part of that exposure and you're part of that event, is very humbling.
A SARS-like virus, which has infected hundreds in China, has now reached the United States.
Strict screening upon arrival. One by one, passengers step through a thermometer check. This is where authorities believe in the source.
My name is Kevin. I'm one of the 6 guys with life sentence who was given the privilege to come over and be a part of Little Scandinavian.
This is a small Dutch oven. They were supposed to get an 8-quart one. You can fry, you can do everything in these. This is what they're designed. They go on top.
This is our 7th day on the block. Things are starting to loosen up, get a little better. We finally got access to our tablets in the kiosk, and the phones are fixed, so now we can make multiple calls. But so far, so good. I'm just looking forward to other men being down here, and so we can get things get this ball rolling. The officers that chose to go over to Norway, to Scandinavia, and to partake in this was a great pick. These guys are good people, and I'm gonna work my hardest to help them help me be successful.
Free to fish.
I've been in jail 31 years. For the first time, I had a meal cooked in the oven. I had just got finished eating pancakes with banana in them. And they were tremendous.
Nothing fancy. Kid stuff.
Delicious. Tremendous. There's rumors floating around. There's other things being said like we're inmates. Who do we think we are? We don't deserve this, we don't deserve that. But I ask those people who are saying this, yes, we're inmates. But the biggest thing is, we're humans. And we deserve anything that they deserve. Especially those of us who fought and worked hard to change our lives and to change the way we perceive things. So a little humanity given our way shouldn't hurt them. This is a wonderful project, and I just hope it's successful and men all over the state will be able to experience this. The whole world is in an uproar concerning this coronavirus, COVID-19. But I'm really concerned about my family and hoping that they can protect themselves from this deadly disease, this deadly virus. But other than that, everything is good. and it gets better and better every day. Yeah, it's been a long time. Make a little rice, little clams, green peppers, and scrambled eggs up in. The whole jail smells of bleach. This COVID-19 virus has the whole world going crazy. And today I heard one inmate may have it. I've been selected to sanitize the block 3 times a day with the solution that they put together. I hope that this doesn't stop the program from going forth and having the guys come down sometime in May. Hopefully, this will be over soon and we can get back to a normal life.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I stayed in a Motel 6 last night. So I think I can accomplish everything. Here at the prison, we're on a semi-lockdown. We're getting no visits in person, but to combat that, the DOC has provided us with Zoom video visits with our loved ones. They've given us 5 free phone calls per week, 5 free emails, on top of the stuff that we can buy to communicate with our families. It's pretty stressful seeing a lot of people dying on the news. The numbers are rising dramatically, and we're just hoping that the virus can stay out of the institution and that we're protected in here until we get compromised by one of the employees bringing it from the outside. And then once it gets in here, who knows what can happen. And together, we're all one, they say. So I'm in here and you're out there and we're fighting together. Take care. May God bless you. Well, after an hour in the oven, let's see what it looks like. It looks like it's done. It looks done. It's my version of Manikai.
Well, it's hit the fan. Here at SCI Chester, we had 2 inmates test positive for COVID-19 on Delta Bravo DB. So their block is in quarantine mode. Administration here is trying their best to keep the men from panicking, staff from panicking. But when you have so many people out in society that's panicking all over the world, it's a little hard. God willing, this will all be over soon.
This jail got hit hard by COVID-19, and cases start popping up one after the other. And so we were thinking, where would we house these inmates? So we opened up the gym and we set it up sort of like a army infirmary, but that got overcrowded, and so that's when it really got bad.
Feeling really stressed out lately. Sometimes you feel like the walls are closing in. It's hard to breathe. And I know it's got to be that way for a lot of people across the world, but it's even more intensified in here. I'm praying that this will come to an end soon that we can get on with our program. But who knows how long this is gonna go on. And I don't know how many more months I can deal with not having it go on, you know? Tough times.
Things are getting bad. Things are getting bad. We have EB, which is the quarantine block. DB is locked in. CB is locked in. BB is locked in. And AC is locked in. They went on lockdown yesterday.
There's been almost 100,000 deaths here in the United States. Some prisoners across Pennsylvania have died due to the virus.
How this is going to affect us going forward, the opening of this block, I don't know. I'm gonna keep praying and hoping that things change. So, I'm gonna talk to you soon.
I had to leave the position as a result of the pandemic. So this is my new home, Florida.
We're not doing that. So you should have kind of checked with me before you told us. With no end in sight, I don't know where little Scandinavia would end up. I don't see hope for the program at this point.
Kindly step over here. Hey, young man, how are you?
We're going to keep pushing. We don't believe in being average. We don't do average.
Good morning, everyone.